After investing into VTI for over 3 years, this investment has been in place for 1,238 days. I am officially pausing my investment. I've been doing $10 a day, Monday through Friday. And I'm not stopping because it failed me in any way, shape, or form. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. Today, I'm going to share my results of investing into VTI on a daily basis for that stretch of time, as well as the more growth-focused investments that I'm going to be allocating my money to going forward. So I'm sharing my journey over here on how I'm striving to build wealth, stay on track, but make shifts when needed. VTI, Vanguard's total stock market ETF, is an investment that I chose to be a foundation for my portfolio because I was choosing all individual stocks and crypto when I got started. I didn't even know years ago what an ETF or index fund was. But once I learned, I knew that this was something that I needed in my portfolio. And I've put in the work over these 3 years building that discipline. So my current portfolio value is $12,072, built $10 at a time. The current stock price as of the time that I'm recording is about $342. I have 35.5 shares. I'm up 35.7% with an average cost of $250.40. This fund pays a quarterly dividend. It has a low expense ratio of 0.03%. When it comes to index investing into a fund like this, all you have to do is commit, remove your emotions, and stick to the process. Now, let me be clear. I am not selling my position. I'm just taking a break from adding to it $10 every day. So when it comes to investing into VTI, my milestones have been hit, allocating a sufficient amount to foundational investments, locking in diversification, as well as investments with steady growth, dividends, historical long-term recovery that will recover after those rough times. And when it comes to VTI, I hold some in another portfolio, which I'm up 54% on. So it's definitely not a fund that I'm abandoning when it comes to my portfolios. Everything I add has a specific job. With this, as well as a couple of others secured, I'm now moving on to putting my money into targeted high growth positions, one of which is FSPGX, Fidelity's large cap growth index fund. It aggressively targets large cap growth leaders. And so this leads to outperformance of funds that track the total stock market or S&P 500. So I have it on this chart compared to FXAIX, another foundational position that I hold, which tracks the S&P 500. And as you can see, FSPGX, this is on the 10-year, is up over 400%, while the S&P is up about 324%. And taking a look at the holdings, you can see that there is a lot of overlap in those top holdings, but the weighting is heavier when it comes to the Fidelity Large Cap Index, bringing more potential for growth from that fund. So this is a shift I'm also making after building up this position of nearly 750 shares of FXAIX. I'm now working on building up FSPGX. I'm currently at 50 shares. Some ETFs that I'm shifting to are SPMO, Invesco's S&P 500 Momentum ETF, which is something different. It's rules-based, providing momentum exposure inside of the S&P 500 top 100 companies. It's looking for strong growth, and it rotates into those companies that are proving they're having current strong performance. So it has me on track to have those long-term growth stocks without having to pick each one individually. Another fund that I just started investing into a week ago is SMH, the VanEck Semiconductor ETF. So why semiconductors? Because AI has been thriving. Data centers, cloud, We've seen so much automation incorporated across big companies like Amazon. Nearly every growth trend is running off of these AI chips. So SMH is giving me diversified exposure to those top companies when it comes to this area that is thriving when it comes to innovation. So we've already looked at my VTI positions. Another foundational investment that I have is VOO, which is my S&P 500 investment when it comes to my taxable accounts. When it comes to that position, I'm currently up about 46% and I'm holding 20 shares. So I have these funds together here. Looking at the 5-year returns, SMH is up 252%, SPMO 135%, VOO up 97%, and VTI up about 85%. So as you can see, stronger performance, investments that are tied to long-term demand, just overall higher growth potential for my portfolio now that I have those stable positions built out. And alongside those funds, I'm also building up my blue chip stocks that I already have positions in, but still have strong growth ahead according to the fundamentals and the analyst ratings. Here's a look at a few of those names. Amazon, which could have growth of an additional 25%, Meta with a 23% potential, NVIDIA 40%, TSM, Taiwan Semi, 21%, AMD, 25%, Microsoft, about 43%. So that's just to name a few companies that I already have positions in that I've been holding and plan on continuing to build up my positions. So I love dollar cost averaging, but I'm okay with making shifts as long as I know that I'm making my decisions with intention and not emotion, and making choices that I think are in line with my long-term goals. I've proven to myself that I don't quit. I've given this strategy a chance, and I am definitely seeing the results when it comes to my portfolio. How being consistent, even with small amounts of $5 and $10, has contributed greatly to building up my positions. In addition to that, I do allocate more when there are significant dips like we had in April of 2025 with all of the tariff fears. So for now, I'll be focused on that next layer, like the funds that I showed today that have a stronger growth potential, as well as those individual companies. I will keep on sharing updates when it comes to VTI, when I do my dividend updates, and just in general from time to time. So let me know in the comments, have you ever done anything like this? Creating a layer of targeted growth investments? What are some of the largest positions that you're holding in your portfolio when it comes to individual stocks and ETFs or mutual funds? Let me know if you enjoyed this video and if it made you think differently about long-term investing as well as investing with small amounts. So make sure to subscribe, hit the like, and that notification bell so you can keep up with all of my videos and live streams. Check out my referral links, and thanks for watching. Okay, bye.